I'm just saying. I grew up in Anchorage, Alaska in the 1960s, and I remember vividly every Friday at noon, a town alarm would go off. You could hear it throughout Anchorage, and we would be in school, and we would immediately know what to do. We would dive under our desk, put our knees up, and cover our eyes, because the teacher made it clear, if there was a nuclear blast and you looked up, your eyes would melt down your face. You'd think that doesn't affect the imagination of a 10-year-old. I've never forgotten it. One Friday, I listened for the alarm. It didn't go off. And when I got home, I asked my mom why. She says, oh, things are better now. We don't have to worry about Russia setting off a nuclear bomb. And I felt so secure. First, because my mom told me, but I felt secure because someone in Anchorage, Alaska felt it was safe enough. And of course, the military, that we would be safe. Do you know how good it feels to feel safe when you're in school, to feel safe when your parents tell you they're going to look out for you? I wonder how children of the last decades in the United States of America, specifically the last two, feel, because I know they can't feel safe. They go to school with metal detectors. They go to school with armed guards, armed police, armed teachers, liaison, and even students with them that are armed that will hurt them and kill them. People from outside the school will come in. There is no place that a 10-year-old like I felt safe can feel safe. Not at the park, not at the movie, not at the grocery store, especially at school where they spend the majority of their time. And we wonder why they're stressed. We wonder why they're suicidal. We wonder why they're depressed. How could they not be? Because the people that said they would protect them, starting with their parents or their community or their churches, are not doing their due diligence. And the people that live in their community that continue to vote for impotent, sorry politicians and support businesses that put the right to bear arms before the right to have life, the right to graduate, the right to go to your first prom, the right to walk your daughter or your son down the aisle, the right to hold your first grandchild. That's taken. Why? Because the right for someone to have a AR-15 style weapon with 600 rounds of ammunition trumps your right or your child's right, but it doesn't have to be that way. Parenting hasn't changed. What's changed is we've forgotten why we are here in the first place. It is not to have the latest, greatest thing. It is not to up one. It is to love and to look out for those that we have been blessed to have and to call our child. It is time that we stop listening to politicians tell us how sorry they are, because we know that. But it only reflects back to me who we are. We're sorry because they wouldn't be sitting in those seats if we didn't put them in those seats. It's always time to change course, folks. It's always time to say enough is enough. If the life of your child or your neighbor's child, if your life isn't important enough to say no, and we're in trouble. Trouble as a country, trouble as a people. It's time to step up. It's time to look out for those who look up to us. I'm just saying.